Okay, Amazon here today, my new hydraulic cylinder for my engine hoist. Hopefully it's the right one. Kind of guessed on it. It's a little short for me, but looking at that one over there, maybe not. Let's see what it brings. Boxed and double boxed. So we'll get the other one and match it up next to it. Oh look, a box in a box. How about that? Man, I'm so lucky. Knock it off already with the boxes. This thing's gonna be the size of a floor jack in a minute. Alright, there we go. Ta-da. Yeah, it looks right. I'll give you a handle and all. At least the packaging, I'll tell you that. Stuff. Let me get the other one. Alright. 8 ton. Looks right. Let's pull it out of the rest of the plastic. Packaging. Hopefully it's right. Looks right. Same length, same size hole. Score. Alright. Now, I got a couple things to do tonight. I gotta pull some stuff out of my truck. Okay. Looks good. Send it. Okay. Much deserved. Oh, wow. Looks like that. Interesting. One. There you go, ta-da. Let's put the bolts and nuts and washers on. We're good. Back in business. I think this is 25, 30 years old. This thing's pulled hundreds of engines and picked up a lot of scrap. Lots of engines too. Woo! And I have a new handle for it, so. Okay, see what we can do. Okay, so today I went and I got a little score here. Set of Buick rally wheels, real nice and clean. 5-on-5. Use them in truck or big car. I'll put them away for now, or I'll ask my neighbor. He's got Buicks. Maybe he could use them. And I picked up this little 327 Corvette motor, and there is some Corvette stuff on it, earlier stuff. And I want to go through it and fire it up. It's never been broken in, never been fired up. Supposedly it's fresh from the machine shop. Okay, been a while since I've seen it, so actually a couple weeks. I kind of looked at it and really didn't need it at the time, and I didn't really want to spend that much money. So they put up on Marketplace, got a bunch of tire kickers. He wanted it gone, so I threw an offer out there. He wanted it, he took it, and I picked it up. Just couldn't pass it up. So factory stuff. It's got a new starter. This is the 2.5-inch ram horns. Looks like dated correctly. These are for the Corvettes. The thermal piece like that. Hose. Little wire looms, all the factory stuff. That's definitely Corvette. That's Corvette. That's Corvette. That's definitely Corvette. I believe the pulleys. And it's a 352 block dated March 3rd of 67. The intake is a K2765, but that's okay. I don't really care about that stuff. It's just cool to decode this stuff. TO307EA. Get some paper, but TO is a Tonawanda. That's Tonawanda plant. It was built at. So, oh boy, they even used the factory rubber ends. Who this guy was trying to be period correct. The oil pan stock. What the? Oh, okay. The oil pan stock, but it's anodized. I don't think he was too worried about correctness, but it had to fit in the car. That's definitely Corvette. There's these are actually sold after. The 80 stuff is coming back again. This anodized, and they're actually kind of fetching decent money on those sites. The guys that are doing Pro Street again, and I think it's cool. I just had a blue ones. My buddy Ronnie has those. They're on my wall, so I'll probably hang these on the wall unless somebody needs them. And I got the factory covers in the shop being painted somewhere. I got to finish the other one. It's in the shop, but yeah. Let's get this thing on the ground. All right, well, I had to back it in this bay because my ass is a little too, not my ass, my truck's ass is too wide for this, for that other bay. So, just a little too tight coming in. And it's starting to pour, it's starting to rain, and we just had some close lightning strikes. So I want to get this thing out of here on the floor like yesterday. Close up some stuff. Say we're gonna get some storms tonight or today, or I don't know, whatever. Yeah. Well, that's not the correct fuel pump because that's 5/16, not 3/8. So, I do know that for sure. We do have that. We can solve that problem. Okay, little 327. Welcome to your new home. For now, probably find a engine compartment to put you in. I think I already know where you're going. All right. Chalk one up on that piston. Perfect. Close this thing up and clean this mess up. My friends know that I can't leave nothing alone, so you know I'm going to pull the valve covers off of it. Factory. We got, looks like comp roller rockers, roller tip rockers in here. I don't know what ratio they are. Hopefully it's on it. I don't have my glasses, but somebody may have primed this up. There is some oil in here. It's a 3917291 casting number. The date is J23 of 67. So, okay. And hopefully the other one, I just don't like how, all right, it's done for screwing studs, but why are the threads sticking up high on that one, that one, that one, that one? Something's not right. That or they're not adjusted. I don't know. I'm gonna adjust them my way. Springs look new. I don't know, I don't think this thing's ever been run. There's plugs in it. I guess I'm gonna pull a little bit of it apart. The manifolds are gonna come off because they won't work. I'm probably gonna put this engine on that test stand, break it in, check it all out, and it's probably gonna go on my 66 Chevy truck because I'm kind of not happy with that engine right now. It's using a little bit of oil, and I know why. It has to do with some weak valve seals and a high volume oil pump. So the stems are drowning in oil, and probably the O-rings can't keep up. So I'm just going to swap it out and put this in here. This is more correct for this. I think it'd be pretty cool. Little Corvette motor. Somebody tagged it. Ooh. What's it say here? 66 Vet 3872783 K275 300 horsepower 327. Okay. Yeah, looking at the balancer, that was a cam plugs and valley plugs and everything else looks correct. Even the heads are dated right. I don't know if that's a Holly. I'll have to pull that, see if that's Holly. I think they were Hollies. I don't know what carburetors they use on this. I guess they were Hollies. You wouldn't use a WCFB back then or a Quadrajet. And we'll pull it off. Okay, just screwing around here. I kind of like the stock 327 valve covers better than the 80s retro covers, but to each his own. It looks good with that little 327 horse, 300 horsepower sticker in the middle. So I had a little idea. I know I'm making more work for myself, but I am a glutton for punishment. I was gonna put that in my 66. Well, now I walked over here and I looked at that. Project 64, it's gotta be done someday. 283 out. 327 in, put the 283 in the 66. That's 283 is new. It's 30. Got bigger heads, more compression. Got a little tiny cam to it, a little bigger than stock. It's got overdrive. What's a man to do? Yep, I'm gonna sleep on that one. Okay, so it's been a little bit. I got this mounted on the stand. I made new mounts for it because the other ones were a little floppy, and this holds the motor a little better. I like it a little stronger. Had this running. It has a lean condition, which is probably junk in the carburetor from sitting, but it does fire up and it does run fairly decent. Let's see. Of course not. She's not happy. The carburetor's probably got some junk in the jets. It's been sitting for I don't know how long. I just kind of revived it. Runs cool. Ran cool. It made about 40 pounds oil pressure. Hot was probably 30, 35, which is fine for a stock engine. Doesn't smoke, don't knock. So I don't know, I'll throw it underneath the bench and maybe keep it for a stocker. Throw it in something, somebody needs a quick engine. It's only a 305, but it does what it needs to do. I think I'm going to put the 327 on there, but judging by the studs, I think it's got the wrong length valve push rods in it, because there shouldn't be that much thread. 3 to 4 sticking up usually, rule of thumb. It used to be, not this much. These are too short. So I might have to check them and change the push rod length. Let me see. That's about it. Been working on this past couple days. I got rid of a couple of things around here on Marketplace. I got the case running. Believe it or not, that misfire I had in the case, whether I posted that or not, it wouldn't run. It ran real rich. The condenser was bad. I run that one time in my life and it acted like that thing was dumping fuel, but it was a condenser was bad on that case. So it's all fixed. Threw another condenser in, it runs like brand new again. I'm gonna start on this. Might start on the Packard soon. He's asking me about it. So yeah, let me see what else is going on here today.
No poop. Oh well. Trying to get rid of some cardboard and some wood. Cleaning up the wood pile. Trying to get rid of some junk, limbs, clean the yard. Yep, time for a little relaxation at the bar. A little bit of food, something to drink, and some Vice Grip Garage with Derek. Helping Tom Cruise. Pallets are on fire. Well, today I've embarked on a little adventure after work. Got a phone call a few days ago that guy had an engine he wanted to get rid of. It was a 396 from a 60s Camaro, late 60s Camaro. Supposedly 375 horse. He put an LS in the car, was going to. And he sent the engine out, take it apart, and he got it back in boxes, decided to go the LS route. So he told my buddy Greg, he says, hey, he's got this engine, he doesn't want to throw it away or scrap it, he'd rather see somebody use it. You know anybody. So Greg hit me up, and thank you, Greg. And I went over there today finally and picked it up, and it's not bad. It's got a couple of little issues with the block and a couple of questions, but I want to decode this block and see really what it was. It'd been around before, it'd been beat on, it'd been raced, I'm sure. Found some issues with the block. It may be junk, it may not be, but got a good set of heads and a couple of cranks, roller rockers, some parts with it. So let's check this thing out. Okay, so it's a Passenger High Performance 4-bolt block. It had, I guess, these can't be in the right spot. They should be over here for a windage tray. But I want to show you a little something here. I've never seen nothing like this. Somebody drilled through the main caps and put bolts. I don't know if that was part of the windage tray or not. I don't know. It's weird. Another issue, it has a sleeve. And then the other issue is it's been blown up. It's had a chunk missing out, but I'm sure it still was fixable. I don't know. It's a couple little spots that piqued my interest, like a little rough spot right here. I'll magnaflux it, because they are known to crack there. They're also known to crack in the mains. And there's one here. It looks like this may have been laying in water, and it feels like the main caps on the saddles are pitted. I don't know. So I want to decode this thing and see what it's really out of. So I'm going to clean this pad off and see what these numbers, the suffix and the prefix is, if it's still on there, unless it's been decked. I don't know. Can't see anything on my weird angle, and I don't have my glasses, so. Yeah, I'm starting to see, looks maybe a VIN number? I don't know. Somebody honed it out. It's got no ridge, and it's got the relief for big valves. So this was a big valve engine. I don't know, I can't really read that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, it says TO321JH. TO is the Tonawanda plant, is where this thing was built. Cylinders don't look too bad. The JH is what I got to look it up. So I'm going to go to my beep loop machine and see if I can look it up online. I'm going to go to the rear casting on this first.
just to verify. I can't even read that, it's just so dirty. So much paint, yellow paint. Yellow paint, yellow paint. I'm gonna need a wire brush. There you go. 395-5272. Let's see what the date is on the back of this thing. It is January, February, March 12th of, it's either 8 or 9. That's a 9. So March 12th of 69 this block was casted. 39, let's look this up here. On the bleep bloop machine, 395-272, 396, 1969, 2 or 4 bolt main. And that's on one of the Camaro Nasty SS or something, some kind of forum. Okay, so there it is with some lots and lots of scrolling. JH, there's 3 different ones. 69, 396, 375 horse, Chevy 2, Special High Performance, and Camaro Special High Performance. That's all it tells you. And then the other JH is 67, 427, 435 horse, Corvette Special High Performance. Well, we know this isn't a 427, so we're good there. So it's Camaro or Chevy 2. I was told it was from Camaro, so most likely that's what it's from. Okay, we found it. 6223, 396, 402, 427. It's a forged crank with a 3.76 inch stroke and a 2-piece remain steel, and it's a 1053 steel crankshaft. So that's cool. All right, so that's right. Yeah, pull out one of these cylinder heads. These are high performance rectangular port, closed chamber, and the casting number is 3918840. So let's see what that comes up as. Okay, that casting number for that cylinder head on the bleep bloop box, an 840 head, is 67 to 79, or I'm sorry, 67 to 69 rectangular port, closed chamber, 396, 427, 107 cc, and it doesn't give you real no application, just high performance. I got 6 pistons so far. Got flat top stocker. Nothing to see here. Junk. That is a whole nother piston. That's weird. That's a big block, but it's there's another junker. And there's another one of those oddballs. These are so rusted it ain't even funny. These are probably trash. It don't look like we're missing 2 pistons. Yeah. But the rusty ones we have. So it looks like we're beat on a set of rods and pistons. We do have a set of rods. I was hoping to make an engine out of this, but I do have another spare, so I think a lot of this is trash, which is no big deal. I got plenty of extra parts. And it looks like we have another wall hanger, an Edelbrock TM2R torquer. I got one of these hanging on the wall, even for rectangular port. I've been seeing these all over Marketplace cheap, and I've seen them inflated too. So, but not a bad looking piece. It's not all etched out around here. It's nice. We'll clean it up, paint it, put it on the wall. Maybe we'll use it for something. Well, update on this L78 396. I know these are on the wrong ones. They belong back in here in the middle for a windage tray. I got an answer on these 2 bolts here. Well, these, I didn't check the numbers. These are all mixed up, obviously. I never checked the numbers. This is supposed to be on the front. What this had was I think a Milodon or Milodon, however you say it, gear drive, where the idler bracket bolted to the main cap. Hopefully I can put a picture of it up, but it had your big gear here. You can see this thing had a Torrington. Looks like it ate into this a little bit. But it had an idler here and a bracket here, and then your crankshaft, and had a spring with a tensioner or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, this is definitely was number 1. So these are all mixed up. So that was the answer to that. That's what I like about forums. I posted the picture up there, and I got some really ridiculous answers, and I got people who know what they're talking about, especially the old school guys, because I don't even think those old gear drives exist anymore. And this is an old race engine from some Camaro. Anyway, so those big pistons that we had were, I think, 13s, 13 to 1.
and there was only, you know, like I said, there was only 6. The rest were gone. I wouldn't reuse them anyway, screw it. So I scrapped them. We'll do something to block, see what happens. But I'm gonna end this now and call it a night. And there's a little preview of what's going on for the next video. 327 is mounted and getting ready for a break-in. So Maggie says goodbye, and hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for the next video.